Today, I'm gonna do a review over the Bass Pro Shops XPS lithium ion fish fillet knife. Now, I've had this fillet knife for over a year. I wanted to test it out, really run it through the gauntlet of using it to really, before I did a review. So I've really put this knife to the test throughout this last year. And I'm gonna talk a little bit about the good things and the bad things that I've realized about this knife. Now, this knife comes just like this in this set right here, which I really like. I like this carrying case. I like leaving everything in it. You have the charger in here. You've got the battery. You've got the actual unit itself. You've got a 10-inch knife, an 8-inch, and a 6-inch. One thing I would recommend, if you get this unit, do not throw away these plastic sheaths that go over these knives, because if you're like me and you want to use this carrying case, you won't be able to fit it in there easily through this if you don't have that plastic. The teeth on the knives are going to constantly cut into this styrofoam that's in this packaging right here. So just a tip, if you're going to do this, keep this plastic sheath. Here's the battery right here, simple lithium ion battery. Here's the charger, just a quick plug in, just like that, plug into the wall and you're charging it. Now, there isn't a light on this battery to let you know it's charging, but there is one on this unit itself that is plugged in, not charging. Plugging it into the unit's pretty simple. You've got the hole in this unit right here where you charge it, and it's gonna fit right inside there just like that. It's gonna click in there just like that. And to unclick it, there's these little knobs right here that you can push on to then release this from it, just like that. That's on both sides. One on this side and one on this side. This is my first battery operated fillet knife. Before this, I've only used electric fillet knives my entire life. And so I was a little skeptical about what to think about this before I started to use it. And probably, I would say after a couple months of having it, I really put it to the test. We caught over 50 fish, and in my mind I thought, okay, it'll probably last through 25 fish. I cleaned all 50 fish, and that's fish this size on one charge. Now, that's how it's been through a year. I don't know how it'll last after this, but that was pretty impressive for me. Before you put the knives into the actual unit, one thing I would make sure that knob right there is all the way to the top. It makes it easier to put in the way this is designed. And just literally slip it right in there once you have that, and it's in. Now, there is a knob on top right here. That's to release this whenever you're finished. So right here, there you are. So now there's no safety, right? So if some of these, which I don't really like if you clean a lot of fish, you have to click the safe first and then you can start filleting. This doesn't have that, which I'm a super big fan of. Now let's get to filleting these fish. We've got 30 very, very big hybrid tonight, and I'm gonna kind of show you a little bit how this operates. Now we're gonna do a small fish. These are really easy, like this. I mean, it goes through them like you would expect butter. A lot different than these larger ones. It goes through this, super, super easy. Zero problem. I'm gonna switch to this 8-inch right here, and they're just like that. Again, it's a lot more flexible. We'll go through one of these larger fish. A lot easier to control this blade than the other one. With that flex, it's huge. A lot smoother. You can tell how much smoother it was to go through there. All these left to go. So I have two major complaints with this knife. One, and probably the most important, being where the thumb is on this. It's not very ergonomic, because for me personally, when I clean fish, I'm putting force on it. I have my thumb on top and I'm trying to force through the fish, and my thumb, it hurts. As you can see the ridge there, it can hurt your thumb. Now, is this a game changer for me? Well, I tell you what, if I found another knife that was more ergonomic right here where it hurt the thumb, I'd probably switch to that knife if I knew that it would last as long as this one has lasted. But the handle feels great. The trigger finger, no problem going through it. I guess someone could hold it like this. I think that was the idea when they made this, is that someone's gonna hold the knife like this going through, but I found that I get more force because it hurts my hand right here, always pressing on the knife just like this. Now, the second thing I don't like about this is, now I love this 8-inch knife. This is a very precision knife, it flexes. I wish the 10-inch was just like this one, because this one is just very rigid. It doesn't hardly move. And so, as you notice, when I was going through the first few of those fish, it was kind of a little tough to go all the way through there. But if you notice, like on this next fish that I'm gonna do with this knife right here, the 8-inch, this really flexible one, watch how just smooth and simple it goes right between the skin and the meat, just goes right on through it like butter. So here's one of the nice fish right here with this 8-inch. Right through it. No problem going through the backbone all the way down. You got plenty of room right here where you're not overcutting it going through the tail, which is very common, easy to do, even for someone that, but if you notice when I press down, it flexes a lot, which is huge and helpful to go right through the skin, boom, just like that. Smooth, like butter, really. I mean, honestly. I left very little skin there, but you'll see I don't have to apply a lot of pressure, so I probably won't rip that skin. Just like that. A lot of knives, you will rip that skin all the way off because you have to put too much pressure going through it. Well, there you have it, guys. Just knocked out 30 hybrids on one battery charge of the Bass Pro Shops XPS lithium ion fish fillet knife. It's a great knife. I love it, especially for my first one, getting away from the electric. I tell you what, I'll probably never go back. Now again, on my next purchase, when this one kicks the bucket, I'll probably explore other ones just to see how they do, if they're more ergonomic, especially with the thumb. If it's more ergonomic with the thumb, for me, that's probably a deal breaker. And also, I'll probably probably just as important to see if they've got a very flexible knife, probably just like this one, because this, again, these blades like this can get very, very rigid, like this 10-inch is. And so this 8-inch right here is my favorite. So my next knife for sure has to have this. If not, I'll probably be going back to this one right here, even though the thumb deal kind of hurts my thumb like it is now after 30 fish. My thumb's pretty sore, so might be a deal breaker for you, maybe not. Anyways, I hope you liked this video. I hope you found some value from it. If you did, please sub to the Boom Boys, like the video, and check out other videos. We got a lot of hybrid fishing videos, lake fishing videos, pond fishing videos. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next one.